Hey everyone, we're just out in the Ferrari 575 Maranello. Just going to get on the on-ramp to get on the highway and show you how this drives. I'm not going to push it too hard because these tires are old. We have new tires going on at the Ferrari dealer. I have the car in sport mode right now. Suspension feels great.
That pulls hard.
Precise shifting in this transmission. I've driven lots of 550 Maranellos and a few 575s. This one has the Ferrari handling package, which gives the car a little more precise shifting, different suspension. And I think there's a strut race or something else that they add.
Rear sway bar.
Yeah, rear sway bar. Options on this car, it has the leather steering wheel in a different color. It would come with a standard black steering wheel. The upper portion of the dashboard, I don't know if you can see the deviation here, but it's black up there, which would have given this car a black steering wheel, so they opted to have the blue steering wheel. Has the Daytona style seats, the modular 19-inch 3-piece wheels, Fiorano handling package, the Ferrari fender shields, the Scuderia fender shields on the front fenders, and the leather parcel shelf in the rear. And I think that is it. The original MSRP, I think, was up in the 276 range. And this car has 4,268 miles on it right now. So our process with this one, we took it into inventory, took the car to Ferrari Maserati of Vancouver, had a complete inspection done, had them order all the parts that we needed. We brought it back to our shop, detailed it, and doing the driving video and photos and whatnot. And today it's going to go back to Ferrari, and they will perform all the services that are needed. We're going to spend in the range of $10,000 doing all the work that's required, which will be new tires, new tire pressure monitoring sensors, complete fluids, all the air filters, cabin filters,
belts,
new tires, belts, and I think that is it. So the car will be completely serviced when you get it. No money to spend. In our walk around video, I noted that the brake handle over here has some sticky surface, which is super common in these cars. If you don't know, all the forums talk about it. There's a company called Sticky No More that we use that can take care of fixing that if you want. All these switches and everything are in perfect condition. There is no sticky issues here. The air conditioning we have on right now, and it's blowing super cold. So no issues with the AC system. These are your window switches on either side, your traction control, sport mode, rear defroster. I don't think this has a function. I don't know what it would be. Parking lights and passenger window. All the vents and everything are operational. There's no issues of them being broken or anything.
Also no stickiness on them.
No stickiness on those.
So nothing on these buttons.
For those of you who care, iPhone 11 fits perfect right there.
That actually matters.
That is a selling feature, because nothing's worse than getting into a car and there's nowhere to put your phone. Ashtray door works, is perfect. The lighter is brand new. The light inside the ashtray works. You just cannot beat a V12 Ferrari. They just pull like a horse. Leather headliner is all in immaculate condition, no scuffs. The paint on this car is incredible. That's the biggest issue with dark cars. Does it have any swirls in the paint? Is it scratched? And the paint is magnificent. I think you'll be thoroughly impressed with the condition of the paint. So driving along at 80 miles an hour in fourth gear. I just shifted to fifth. Car is smooth as can be. I can feel that the tires are old. Obviously, when you get new tires, it's going to make a world of difference of how the car drives. We're going to do a four-wheel alignment also. Make sure the new tires are tracking down the road as they should. But this car is super complete. That's the biggest thing about buying anything from the first or second owner in this case, is does it have everything that it came with from new. And it's super uncommon to find a used car in general, let alone a Ferrari, that somebody didn't take the flashlight, didn't lose a set of keys. It has everything that it left the factory with. So you're getting it as the first owner would, which in this case, first owner was Bobby Rahal, and the second owner bought it with 1,000 miles, and he's had it for the last 3,200 miles. And we just took it in on trade from him. He bought a Porsche Turbo S convertible off us. So now we're at a stoplight. We'll turn around and head back into town in a moment, but enjoy the auction. If there's any other questions or concerns, reach out to us. This is a U.S. vehicle. It's not a Canadian vehicle, although we are Canadian. So it goes back into the U.S. We'll supply it on a U.S. title, and it's California compliant. That's a question that gets asked often. All the emissions of California will be met with this car. It has no modifications, so no exhaust system that's been changed or anything. So should be able to be registered in every state without issue.
All right.
Here we go. It's incredible. Sport mode, it just shifts so precisely. Switch that off. Just show you the difference in the shifting. It's basically from a almost rolling standstill. So without sport mode, there's a little bit of a delay between shifts. In sport mode, it's bang, bang, bang. Through the gear. So no matter what, it's an incredible car. I really am impressed with the handling and the drive of this car.
I think it's probably a fair thing to note. I noticed when driving, we've driven a lot of F1 transmissions, and depending on the mileage of the car and who's serviced it, how the car's been kept, how it's been driven, if the clutch is new, they all drive slightly differently as far as clutch engagement and the shifts and everything else. This car, has to be what a brand new F1 transmission drove like. It's mountains better than any of the other ones I've driven. We don't sell a lot of them, but it shifts really, really nicely. And actually, I was just going to add to what Tim said, is that it's kind of a fun throwback, actually, to have a transmission that isn't instantaneous, that you don't feel the actual gear changes. Of course, it's fairly primitive compared to newer PDK or Gertrag transmissions, but it's kind of awesome.
And then the clutch wear is one thing that you can test. I'm sure most of you know. Ferrari plugged the car into the computer. It's had 17% of its clutch worn, so there's 83% clutch life left in this car. So you've got lots of life. No issues are going to come up anytime soon. No fluid leaks or anything of any sort. In our pictures, we had Ferrari remove the underpan so you can see the underside. You can see the condition of the underside of the car. There is no concerns of any sort. No corrosion, no leaks. No water damage. Nothing. It's a super spotless car. So enjoy the auction. If there's any questions, reach out to us. Thank you.